One of the great venues to watch a game in any sport and one of the best home crowds in any sport. Soldier Field in Chicago. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
Here now is Cam Little out to get us started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down LA.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
From midfield, here's Brady. Short throw, hauled in by Kelsey. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 33. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Now a play fake. Brady trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Urlacher. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
They'll fake the give. Now Williams. A short one here, caught by McBride. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 14 yards in a Chicago 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Mike Jones, a former linebacker with the Rams, in on the tackle.
What is that? At the Rams' 34-yard line.
To the air, Williams. Drops it underneath to Forte. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play, one-on-one matchup with someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
At the 24-yard line.
What is up?
They'll go play action here with Williams. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Nolan Smith It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. We're scoreless after 1. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation.
Hey, volunteer.
Going up the gut, Montgomery. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
It's a gain of 13 yards. Leads to 3rd down and 5.
LeBron, slam left. Go, LeBron.
Looking to throw is Williams. Now he's going to step up and run. They'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
When a drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of times the reverse happens. They actually get energized because they're controlling the ball, and they're the ones dictating to the defense.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
Vegas.
Working out of the gun, Williams. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Bears post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Here's Brady to throw. That pass complete to Moore. It'll be a gain of 5. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Vick. And he's going to have a Rams first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line. Right back to him on 1st down. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up
They'll keep it on the ground. Vic on a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Rams first down.
Now they'll throw with Brady. He gets it to Thomas. And he's taken down inside the 30. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And this one is right down the middle. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing at the break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board, give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Vita Vea stopped that play in its tracks.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Play action. Now Williams. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down.
But it's 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Williams. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. Williams looking to do it himself. Trying to fit it in the ball, but it's intercepted. It's a man who started on this very field for the Raiders, Charles Woodson. And the Rams are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And their defense did its job, forcing the takeaway there to start the half, and now can the offense follow suit?
And you'd better believe that one side of the ball feeds off the work of the other, so they're wanting to come out, establish some rhythm, and go down and take the lead.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10.
A gain of 27 on the play. First down, Los Angeles.
Up the middle they go. Vic. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 71 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run a little bit more.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Puka Nacua, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Rams have taken the lead here this third quarter. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead is now 10-7. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Bears take over first and
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to really build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
We got Hornets.
Off the bootleg, it's Williams. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On play action, here's Williams. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Now a give. Here's Peyton running left. And he will have the Bears first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
And the Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
To throw, it's Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
From the left side, hauled in by McBride. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
He'll try the right side here with Peyton. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll run with Montgomery. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
And now an audible here into something else. Off the play fake, it's Williams. Ebron caught left side. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Montgomery will take it in. Touchdown, Bears.
And this is the type of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 91 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, it's Brady. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. And the Bears will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
And he will be out of bounds. A good yardage there, and he'll get a second to catch his breath as it leads us right into the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
37-yard line.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.